Hey guys, good evening and welcome to Street Theater Company's Cabaret Series, The Living Room Sessions. I am Leslie Barra. I am the current board president of Street Theater Company, and it is my pleasure tonight to welcome Ange and Mike Johnson, along with Randy Kraft, for a little cocktails and canoodling, their Valentine's Day virtual cabaret. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. In addition to tonight's fabulous show, also wanted to mention that starting tomorrow night, Monday the 15th, and going through Friday the 19th, here on this page at 7 o'clock, we're going to have another feature called Love and Libations. It'll be a nightly cocktail tutorial presented by Nashville bartenders Greg Kesey from Attaboy and Nikki Barra. Where have I heard that name before? Nikki Barra from Lachlan Table. They will be sharing with you some of their favorite recipes, showing you how to make the drinks. And at the end of each video, you'll also get the recipe with a list of ingredients. We thought that would kind of be fun to merge a little bit of our artists and our hospitality world. Speaking of that, our artists and our folks in hospitality have suffered a lot over the past 9-10 months. So just mentioning there that for all of these folks, we've provided Venmo handles so that if you would like to help them out with a little tip, they would just be so appreciative. So just FYI. And for tonight's show, the Venmo handle is on the Facebook cover of our Facebook page. Following this wonderful week of cocktails and canoodling and love and libations, we've got, we're going to, throughout the following week, focus on Black History Month and share some meaningful posts with you that week. Thank you for all of your support of all of our recent endeavors. We're so appreciative. Tune back next month. We will have some special virtual cabaret for you, and be on the lookout for information about our upcoming virtual musical. Thank you again for all your support, and enjoy Ange, Mike, and Randy, and a little bit of cocktails and canoodling.
One, two, three, and...
Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you apple and a plum and an apricot too, huh? Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you figs and dates and grapes and cakes. Hey, come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you a Christmas tree. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you a marriage ring and a pomegranate too, huh? Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you a peach and a pear, and I love your hair. Ah, come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you a Easter egg. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything, everything, everything. Come on to my house. Welcome to Cocktails and Canoodling. We probably know you if you're watching this, but in case you don't, my name is Ange Madeline Johnson, and this is my husband, Mike Johnson, and this is the illustrious Randy Kraft, musical director extraordinaire. And we are here to celebrate Valentine's Day, to help you celebrate Valentine's Day. We're going to sing some untraditional love songs and make some martinis, which is what Randy is most excited about. But before we make some martinis, I just want to say thank you to Randy and Alex, who are hosting us here. This is not our house, so you cannot come on our house or their house because it's a pandemic, and, you know, we can't do that. But thank you to you guys, and thank you so much to Street Theater for producing this and giving us a chance to do what we love to do. Even though it's in an odd setting, we're grateful to be able to do it. So we hope that you enjoy it as much as we enjoy doing it. We're going to sing one more song before we start our first martini. Let me tell you about a boy I know. He is my baby and he lives next door. Every morning before the sun comes up, he brings my coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know, oh, I know, hallelujah, I just love him so. When I'm in trouble and I have no friends, I know he'll be with me until the end. Everybody asks me how I know. I smile at them and say he told me so. That's why I know, oh, I know, hallelujah, I just love him so. Now if I call him on the telephone and tell him that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear him on my door in the evening when the sun goes down and there is nobody else around. He kisses me and he holds me tight and tells me, baby, everything's all right. That's why I know, oh, I know, hallelujah, I just love him so. Now if I call him on the telephone and tell him that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear him on my door in the evening when the sun goes down and there is nobody else around. He kisses me and he holds me tight and tells me, Angie, everything's all right. That's why I know, oh, I know, hallelujah, I just love him so. That's why I know, oh, I know, oh, hallelujah, I love him so. All right, let's make a martini. So, the first one that I'm going to make is my favorite martini of all time. And I actually discovered it this time last year, actually like this day last year. We were at a friend's wedding in Florida. So happy anniversary, Steve and Jess, if you're watching. And that was the last time that we went anywhere. Yeah, last time we went anywhere. We went to J. Alexander's for lunch on Valentine's Day there in Florida, and I had this ginger pear martini, and it was so good. And I'm so grateful that I found it at that time because I drank a lot of them this year. A lot. And I really enjoy them, so it's nice to have a stiff drink in 2020 and 2021 now that you really enjoy. So I'm going to share it with you. So I already have vodka preset. So all of the drinks that I'm making are for two, for you and your lover. So I already have Grey Goose Pois, and that's how you pronounce it. I looked it up today. I looked it up because Mike said that he didn't believe that was how you said it, and I looked it up, and that's how you say it. So we've got 4 shots of this right here, the Grey Goose Pois, pear, for those of you that don't speak French, and Domaine de Canton. I also looked that up today because I was calling it Domaine Canton, which is not what that bottle says. It is French ginger liqueur, and there's a couple different kinds of ginger liqueur out there, but this one I think tastes the best. So we are going to add half as much of the ginger liqueur as we did vodka. So there's 4 shots already in here. And we are going to add 2 more shots of this. And for those of you that are bartenders at home, listen, I am not a bartender. I've never claimed to be a bartender. I just like to drink drinks. And, save your judgment, please. Because this is going to be messy and look terrible. And then we add 1 lemon for this drink because we're making 2 of them. So if we were going to just make 1, we would just add half a lemon. And this is a handy-dandy lemon squeezer found at your local grocery store that I get a whole lot of use out of. If you don't have one and you like juicing citrus, I highly recommend it. All right, second part of our lemon. All right, and then we add our ice. And I just need to take a minute to have you all admire my new ice bucket, purchased especially for this event.
It's a mighty fine
It is a mighty fine ice bucket. It is quite beautiful, I think, and it will probably never get used again after this.
It may stay here.
It might stay here, or it might be full of stick bots or, I don't know, something like that from our children. Stick bots, yeah, they're little plastic things. All right, so you put in your ice and you shake a lot. I don't want to look at the camera while I'm shaking. I make weird faces while I'm shaking. I do. I have a window over my sink at home, and I shake my drinks over my sink now.
I don't know why all of a sudden I feel like a third wheel in this relationship, but
You're not. I can talk to you easier than I can talk to him. I got to turn all the way around to talk to him. Okay, so what I was saying was I have a window over my sink in my house, and I shake my drinks over my sink now because one too many times I have shaken a drink all over my kitchen. And, I just got to get that drink. And I make really weird faces when I shake. I like grit my teeth, and it's very unattractive, so I'll turn away from the camera and spare you that. All right, so the most important part of this drink is the garnish. It is crystallized ginger, which is like candy if you've never had it. And you can get it pretty much in any grocery store, usually in like the bulk food section is where they sell it. And it's sugar-coated, dehydrated ginger. So as it sits in your drink, assuming that you don't chug this thing and you like sip it, it's meant to be a sipper, the sugar from the ginger just kind of works its way into the drink, and the ginger itself marinates in the drink. So when you get to it helps a lot. It changes the flavor of the drink, of course. And if you get to the end of it and you like sweet and spicy like I do, then you get to have the dessert. The drink dessert is what I like to call it, because it is like a dessert after it's been sitting in all that booze for so long. It's quite sweet and spicy and tasty. So cheers. I have a drink too. I pre-made mine. So cheers. Cheers to you at home. Let's sing another song. This song, Mike and I are going to do. I heard it. So good? You feel good now? Good. Excellent. He'll sit back, sip on his drink. This song I heard a couple of years ago, but it's a much older song, and you may be familiar with it, especially if you're a country fan. And I said to Mike, that sounds like something that we would write. Let's write something like that. And we tried, and we couldn't do it. It was terrible. And so we decided to just play this one for you because this is better than anything we could come up with.
She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks that crossing her legs is funny. She looks down at her nose at money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. She's my baby and I'm her honey. I'm never gonna let her go.
He ain't got laid in a month of Sundays. I caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't too sharp, but he gets things done. Drinks his beer like it's oxygen. He's my baby and I'm his honey. Never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. And we're gonna spy our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
She thinks that all of my jokes are corny. Convict movies, they make her horny. She likes ketchup on her scrambled eggs. She swears like a sailor when she shaves her legs. She takes a licking, she keeps on ticking. I'm never gonna let her go.
He's got more balls than a big brass monkey. He's a whacked out weirdo and a love bug junkie. Sly as a fox and crazy as a loon. Payday comes and he's howling at the moon. I'm his baby, I don't mean maybe. Never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the the big door prize. And we're gonna slide our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. Woo! So this next song is from a musical. It's, I think, the only song in this whole set that is from a musical. Well, no, Mike's little ditty is from a musical too. Yeah, it is. Well, yeah, it was this like secondary musical. Anyway, so
I don't want to breeze past the fact that we just got to hear Mike sing.
yes, yeah, well, yeah, I know. We don't want to make too big of a deal. I guess a little,
Oh, gotcha. That was
little
great,
nervous
Mike.
about it. A little nervous. Well done, baby. Well done. Did you just spill your drink there? Okay, all right. It's not a party unless somebody spilled a drink.
Party foul.
So, this next song is from Freaky Friday the Musical, which I had the joy of doing a couple years ago. If you're not familiar with Freaky Friday, the movie, it was redone a few times actually, and most recently on the Disney Channel. It's really, really good. You can probably find it on Disney Plus. It's the musical version is actually a movie on Disney Plus now, and it is about a mom and a daughter who don't understand each other. You know, teenage daughter and mom, and they kind of wish on each other that the other one could understand, and they switch places. So this song comes towards the end of the musical, and it's the daughter in the mom's body singing to her little brother. He's run away because of some family drama, and he's come back home, and she's just kind of realizing how much she loves him. And yeah. Listen to me, little sleeping monster. You there with the sugar-crusted face. I understand the urge to run away, kid, but stay a while and you might like the place. One day you'll be 16 and awkward, and too old for the puppets, but still odd. And you may feel alone or even angry, like life's a joke and grown-ups are a fraud. But kid, I swear to God that after all of this and everything, I can tell you it's not true. After all of this and everything, I promise you'll get through. And Mom and Mike, you'll cut some slack, 'cause both of them have got your back whenever crap may come our way. After all of this and everything, kid, we'll be okay. And you may feel like Mommy doesn't love you, and you just feel just angry every day, and mad as hell at Dad because he left you, and angry at yourself to feel that way. But listen when I say that after all of this and everything, I can tell you what I know. After all of your own everything, you'll learn to let it go. I know this family will get through. After all of this and everything, Fletcher, I love you. Oh, crap. I love you. After all of this and everything, I have to face that too. But yeah, I love you, kid. I do. Sorry, frog in my throat there. That was like, all of a sudden there was like ginger pear martini happening. That's why you don't drink and perform, folks, for all you professionals at home.
You don't tell people. It just sounded like you got emotional.
Well,
She
yeah, I
got
got emotional.
emotional.
Whatever,
Over the pear martini.
I own my mistakes.
If Mike can take
Um,
his jacket off, I can take mine.
Yes, you can take your jacket off. So, this next song is very near and dear to my heart. I had a teacher from 2nd to 5th grade named Lou Lippo at J.H. Brown School in Philadelphia. And Mr. Lippo was my reading teacher, and he took a shine to me for some reason. I guess I was an Italian kid. He was an Italian guy. He was kind of, imagine somebody from Goodfellas, but a teacher, right? That was kind of who he was.
You were paisan.
He's my paisan. And Mr. Lippo kept in touch with me for years, actually, up until last year. In fact, I remember one time when I was in school, I showed an interest in learning Italian, and he hand wrote 5 pages of Italian to English translated words, just because I said I was interested. He was one of those kinds of guys and educators. And so anyway, we kept in touch for all these years, which was super, super special. And he passed away, unfortunately, this spring. And it wasn't of COVID. It was an illness that he had. But I really, really felt his loss and really, really mourned his loss. But I always have this song that he taught me. And he decided that every good Italian kid should know this song. And so we're gonna sing this in honor of Lou Lippo. So raise a glass to Mr. Lippo. Here's to Lou Lippo. I know he's got a guitar. He can't. It's okay.
I drank from mine.
You did. Thank you. He appreciates it. Not yet. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella. When the stars make you drool just like a pasta vazzo, that's amore. When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusami, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore. All right. So now comes the portion in our program where we do a sing-along, which will look a little different since we're here in Randy's studio and you are at home on your couch in your pajamas. But that doesn't mean that we can't do it. So, everything okay over there? Yeah. All right. So, I want you all to take a swig of courage from your drink, and I want you to join in with us. And if you don't know the words, you can just hum. That's totally fine. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella. When the stars make you drool just like pasta vazzo, that's amore. When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusami, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore. Hey! Very nice, very nice. Okay, we're gonna move on to drink number 2 in just a moment. But before we do, we are gonna sing another song. This is an Imagine Dragons song, and I wish that I wrote it.
Almost time for the candies.
Almost. Drink up. Something about the way that you walked into my living room, casually and confident, looking at the mess I am, and still you want me. Stress lines and cigarettes, politics and deficits, late bills and overages, screaming and hollering, and still you want me. Oh, I always let you down, shattered on the ground, still I find you there next to me. And all stupid things I do, far from good, it's true, but still I find you next to me. Something about the way that you always see the pretty view, overlook the bloody mess, always looking effortless, and still you want me. I've got no innocence, faith ain't no privilege. I am a deck of cards, vice, or a game of hearts, and still you want me. Oh, I always let you down, shattered on the ground, still I find you there next to me. And oh, stupid things I do, far from good, it's true, but still I find you next to me. So thank you for taking a chance on me. I know it isn't easy, but I hope to be worth it. So thank you for taking a chance on me. I know it isn't easy, but I hope to be worth it. Oh, I always let you down, shattered on the ground, still I find you there next to me. And oh, stupid things I do, I'm far from good, it's true, but still I find you next to me. I'm far from good, it's true, but still I find you next to me. All right, let's make another martini, shall we? So our next martini is a French kiss martini. We have a French theme going on here tonight. That was not intentional. And Italian, I guess. We have we got an Italian thing going on too. All right, we're very European here. So this next drink is a French kiss martini, and again, I have my vodka preset. And before you put in the vodka on this one, there's a secret ingredient, and it is basil or basil, depending upon where you're from. We're being Europeans, basil. I'm very British. And actually, funny, I should bring up Britain because my muddler here that I use to muddle my basil, which if you do not know what a muddler is, what the hell I'm talking about here, it's just it's a little stick used to mix herbs and such into your drink. So I muddled in some basil before I put in the raspberry Smirnoff. And this muddler is special, and the reason I brought the British thing was because this muddler is from my best friend Heather's wedding. This was their gift. So, Tim and Heather, I'm using your muddler. Your muddler's gotten good use. Good use out of that gift. Yes. Oh yeah. Tim is British. Which Heather and Tim know, but nobody else knows.
You just
except
made
Mike.
that sound very Harry Potter for some reason.
I did?
That muddler.
Really?
I don't know.
I guess.
I was going
What
to
was the whole
there.
British and whatever? I don't know.
I shouldn't talk in these things.
You should have another martini.
Well, you should make one.
I'm making one. I'm getting there. So anyway, we got our 4 shots of the raspberry Smirnoff with our muddled basil, and we are going to add Chambord. For those of you not familiar with Chambord, it is a French liqueur, and it's raspberry. That's the flavor. Another French liqueur. This is not good. These are some bougie drinks. Okay, so we're gonna add half as much Chambord to this, just like the other one where we did the Domaine de Canton. I think I mangled that
Chambord
this
is
time. Yeah.
also delicious in your Sunday fun
Yes.
day
Ice cream?
mimosas.
Oh, yes, it is. I was thinking ice cream. You can pour it over ice cream too, and it's really, really good. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so Chambord, 2 shots of the Chambord to go with the 4 shots of the vodka and the muddled basil. And then you add pineapple juice. So I measured out 6 shots because nobody wants me to stand here and measure out 6 shots, and it will be all over the front of me. So we've already got that all measured out. We just pour that on in there. And ice bucket. We'll add.
That is a fantastic idea.
Oh, wait, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Remember circa like 2010, the Ice Bucket Challenge? Can we bring that back tonight after this? Like,
We should.
Not
because
on me,
we
though.
need to do something else with this ice bucket besides this cabaret. Okay. All right, goodbye, ice bucket. That's the end of you. Okay, so then we're going to shake. Shake that martini. And I do recommend shaking this for a decent amount of time because it gets really nice and frothy, which is a really nice texture for this drink. And also, it helps the basil to get a little bit more broken up. A little soundtrack. I didn't practice that. Okay. This feels a lot heavier than that other one. This is maybe it's the shaker. This is not my shaker. I borrowed this from Randy and Alex. This is
a
very
heavy-duty one.
It is a very heavy duty one.
she'll get you, and she'll
She'll
build your arms.
wow, okay. I haven't poured out of this one either. Oh, this is why you gave me that little thing earlier.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. And wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you-
don't say that. I haven't poured the second one yet. All right. This looks a little different than it usually does. It does look frothy, but it looks a little more pineapple-y than usual. Mike, did you give me the right amount of pineapple? Mike makes this for me. I don't make this. In fact, I don't think I've ever made this before. This is the first time.
No, that looks right.
It looks right?
Mike's trying to get me drunk.
That's what it is. And then the garnish on this one is really not as important as the other ones. It's just raspberries to go with your raspberries. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Well,
Where'd it
be
go?
careful not to choke. Okay.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day.
Well, I'm in big trouble with Mike jokes, so I'm going to give you this one. So be careful. That's so terrible. I kind of just basically said like,
Don't take that joke any further.
Okay. You good? All right. It is very frothy.
Cheers. Have a drink.
Oh, yeah. Cheers. I'm still on number 1. Believe me, you want me to stay on
Cheers.
number 1. Cheers to you. All right. So,
Whoa, that's weird. I didn't anticipate this happening.
what?
That was delicious.
It's good. Why would it make you a crappy drink?
Well, it just doesn't taste like a martini. It's like a fruity.
It's like
it's like
candy.
Fruity Pebbles.
I know. It's really good.
It's literally Fruity Pebbles.
Please be careful. This one goes down really, really easily, I should say. Okay. So, our next song actually goes right along with this drink. So this song, we're actually looking for a recording of another song, and this one came up accidentally. We really don't know how it popped up on Spotify when we were looking for this other song. It had nothing to do with it. And Mike, it started playing, and Mike said, that would be kind of fun on the ukulele. And I said, you're right. And so hopefully you think it's as much fun as we do.
Well, it's not a party until a ukulele comes out.
No, it's not.
Concurred.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah. You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just want your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. You don't need experience to turn me out. You just leave it all up to me. I'll show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich, I'll be your girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. Just want your extra time and your kiss. You got to not talk dirty, baby, if you want to impress me. You can't be too flirty, I know how to undress me. I wanna be your fantasy. Maybe you could be mine. You just leave it all up to me, and we could have a good time. You don't have to be rich, I'll be your girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. In no particular sign I'm more compatible with. Just want your extra time and your kiss. Men and boys, they rule my world. I said they rule my world. Act your age, not your shoe size. Maybe we can do a twirl. You don't have to fight MMA to have an attitude. You just leave it all up to me. My love will be your food. You don't have to be rich, I'll be your girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. Just want your extra time and your kiss. I want your kiss. Woo! Yay! That was fun. That was a lot of fun. So now we have a real treat. Mike is going to sing a solo for you. And he is a wee bit nervous about this. So if you could send him some love and good vibes and encouragement
I'm gonna make my way out of the screen.
through the screen, he would greatly appreciate that, I'm sure. He is a
This is a good time to have a drink.
Yeah, he's a big Adam Sandler fan, and this is a song that I love when he sings it, and it makes me all warm and fuzzy. So I hope you enjoy it too.
This is also apparently the other musical theater.
Yes, this is the other musical theater song too. Mhm.
make you smile whenever you're sad, carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I wanna do is grow old with you. I'll get you medicine when your tummy aches, build you a fire if the furnace breaks. It could be so nice growing old with you. And I'll kiss you and I'll miss you, give you my coat when you are cold, need you, feed you, even let you hold the remote control. Let me do the dishes in our kitchen sink, carry you to bed if you've had too much to drink. Let me be the man who grows old with you. I wanna grow old with you. I wanna grow old with you.
Yay! Well done, sir. Well done. Good work. Okay, so this next song, we have two more songs. This next song, Mike and I actually wrote. We started writing a few years ago, and pre-pandemic, and even though it feels like it's been 5 years since the pandemic started, it's only been one. And this is not a traditional love song. This song is about learning to love yourself and how you were created. And yeah, I love how you were created. And about your faith, which is very, very important to both Mike and I. And yeah, the song is called Crier. Wait a minute. I think we're not in the right key.
I'm back in the
I was gonna say, I'm like, that doesn't sound like the right key. I was like, that sounds a little bit like an 80s love song, and generally don't feel that way about that song. I know, like, ooh, okay, that's it. That sounds more like that song.
Not that I was using a transpose button or anything.
This here's a fancy piece.
all his secrets. Okay, one more time.
Okay.
The beauty of live theater, right? In your living room. Your face and your voice betray your words. You say it's okay and it's time to stop. But I'm not ready, need to feel here some more. You can't handle your own pain and mine, so you shut the door. Stuff it down, smother the fire, silence the noise. I'm still a crier. Stuff it down, smother the fire, silence the noise. I'm still a crier. A small voice aching to be used. I share it with you, but you're still unmoved. My childish desires laid bare and absurd. Forgive me of my innocence, forget what you have heard. Stuff it down, smother the fire, silence the I didn't know and can't define. Blessings waiting and joy unleashed. Too weak to fight it anymore. With you I find my peace. Won't stuff it down, I won't smother my fire. I won't silence my noise. I am a crier. Won't stuff it down, I won't smother my fire. I won't silence my noise. I am a crier. I'm still a crier. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much. It was really fun to be able to do this. I hope that you all had fun as well. A couple of things before we go. Thank you, Randy, to you and Alex for hosting
you for the
us.
martinis.
You are welcome. And thank you to Street Theater for producing this. Again, this was so wonderful to have a chance to do what we love to do in this strange time. And so thank you. It really has been an honor and a blessing and a joy for us. Also, a couple of other things. If you enjoyed the martini making, Street Theater is going to continue the fun all week long. So, especially for you Tennesseans, there's a big storm coming. So you're going to maybe want to watch this thing that Street's doing. It is called Love and Libations, and it is Nikki Berra and
Her
her boyfriend
I lost his name.
Kesey. Wait a minute. I have it. I'm so sorry if you're watching. That's so rude. What is it? Let's see. I have it written down here. That's not it.
That's not it.
Greg.
Greg.
I'm so sorry, Greg. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Greg and Nikki are both professional bartenders, so it will not look like this. It'll probably be way more interesting and way smoother.
Nikki's a bartender at Lachlan Table,
Yes.
and Greg is a bartender
At
at
Attaboy.
Attaboy.
Mhm.
And if you have not been to Attaboy,
I know, I've heard.
it's so good. Oh my gosh.
Plan to go, and we can go places. Also, a shameless plug. There is if you are into plays and you're into new works and you're into new readings and stuff like that, I had the honor of being able to write a monologue and read it in a virtual reading of a series of monologues called That Woman. It is 10 local Nashville actresses who wrote and are reading these monologues, and they are all historical women who were proven and or rumored to be involved with JFK. So that's the three ones, that they're all JFK related ladies. And we are going to do a full-scale production of it in 2022, but we're going to do a public reading on the 24th, February 24th at 7:30. And I will put information in the comments section on this so you can have all that info. But it is being produced by the Tennessee Playwrights Studio and Angela Gimlin. So thank you guys, if you happen to be watching, for the opportunity to do that. And we've got one more song. All right.
With the banjo.
With a band, it's a party when a banjo comes out.
Cheers.
When people keep repeating that you'll never fall in love, when everybody keeps retreating and you can't seem to get enough, let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart. When everything seems all over and everybody seems unkind, I'll give you a four-leaf clover. Take all the worry out of your lucky I am around. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart. Oh, your heart. Let my love open the door to your heart. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Mwah.